Yeah, my name is Mike Ntochukwu. I'm working for the VIV UK, the founder of the VIV UK, and as well a specialist immigration advisor. The state of UK immigration, as you can imagine, is the responsibility of the state to protect its borders. So every state has a responsibility to ensure that their borders are firmly secure. And from that point of view, the UK immigration system has changed over the years. Recently, there was an introduction of point-based system, which mirrors closely the Australian immigration system. Since 2008, it has been introduced. The aim was to secure the border more and more and more. However, there are some lapses in the securing the border of UK, in the sense that with the introduction of the point-based system, there are still some loopholes. Recently, you hear over the news about bogus colleges recruiting students from abroad without proper vetting. So with that as well, the UK government has recently tried to close those gaps by overhauling as well the student immigration system. In general, I will say that the UK immigration system works for them, even though some people may want it to be even more tighter, but there is a limit to what UK government can do because of its membership of the European Union. The only target in the immigration system is those outside the European Economic Area, because they are so much tied with the regulations coming from EU. So they can't do nothing much about that.
Do you think it's fair that they discriminate against non-EU citizens?
Like I said from the beginning, it is the ultimate responsibility of the government to protect its borders. And UK, being a member of the European Economic Area, or the EU, they are obliged to abide by the EU rules and directives and regulations. To answer your question directly, it is not a question of fairness because they feel it is a responsibility. I will say all aspects of immigration rules are subject to change from time to time. But what has experienced the most changes in the recent year are just like I mentioned previously, the point-based system. The UK Border Agency from time to time reviews its policies on that. And the Secretary of State has the power to change the rules at any point in time by making statement to the Parliament on any changes. However, there is also a proposal going on. A consultation has been completed already, and the government is going to take action on changes to the family route, whereby they want to change in terms of the number of years people who are spouses or married to people present and settled in the UK or UK citizens, to change the number of years they are entitled to before acquiring indefinite leave. So that change is currently going on at the moment. And as well, there is another change in the aspect of the maintenance.
Sorry, can I just stop you there? When you're talking about the family route, which visas in particular are you mentioning here, referring to?
The visas I'm referring to when you talk about family route are those marriage visas or spouse visas or family reunion visas, whereby a UK citizen marries a non-UK citizen in order to bring the family member over to UK.
So how many years does one have to wait now? It's 1 year, isn't it?
Not really 1 year. The current rule is a 22 years probationary period. However, the government is proposing to change it to up to 5 years. Yeah, the changes are within the business route, which is basically under the Tier 2, that the government has already undertaken, is about the sponsorship route, whereby before you can bring anybody or as a sponsor, you have to be either a business investor whereby you have to invest a huge amount of money in the UK, or through the intercompany transfer route whereby you have to have been established in the UK in order to transfer your workers over to UK. So those routes are being changed somehow in the sense that there is a minimum threshold of maintenance allowance or money you have to pay. And however, there is also what they call the labor test requirement, that the job you want to bring over people, you have to ensure that there is no person who is capable of doing that job in the UK. So those are really, really strict requirements, especially in the economic downturn whereby a lot of people are out of job. You could hardly have a job advertised without someone applying for that. Yeah, VIV UK simply stands for Voice for the Voiceless. UK is a legal charity which we run. I'm a founder of VIV UK with other directors or trustee members of the organization. We work predominantly to provide access and representation to the underprivileged of the society, those who cannot usually afford the mainstream legal system. We provide them with immigration, employment, housing, social welfare, or debt advice in all ramifications of it. But our immigration department is really thriving well at the moment because we have been representing clients from different parts of the world. We have got clients from both within EU and outside EU. We've dealt with cases of asylum, which is like really one of our area of expertise. I will say our clients more often come from outside the EU because those are the people that require the need for immigration services. Often people from EU countries are not subject to immigration control. So the services we offer such people are in terms of they are business clients, in terms of applications under the business route. And as well, people from EU, as well, those who are students and who want to reunite with their families under the European Union Treaty, we offer them assistance in that respect.